Welcome to One on One on God 101. Our guest today is from the Survivor world and Traitors, Rob Cesternino. Rob, welcome to the show.
Hi, Julie, and you look radiant today. I just want to say I've always wanted to get the chance to do that, and it's such an honor for me. You've been such a big part of my professional journey through reality TV, and I was honored to get the chance to talk to you.
Well, thank you for saying yes. We're going to get into all things reality in just a moment. But first, God,
Yes.
do you have a relationship with him?
Yeah. So I have a faith, and I feel like I do have a spiritual side of my personality, one that I don't discuss much. I grew up in the Roman Catholic Church. My mom brought us to church every week. We went to religious education, but as an adult, I have not really participated in organized religion, but I would say that I do feel a sense of faith and purpose and spirituality that I find that when I get the most purpose out of my work, I feel like that I'm able to quiet the noise and really tap into a meaning of why we do any of this.
What do you, I heard someone say once, when you think you're talking to yourself, you're not really talking to yourself. You're talking to God. Actually, it was Derek Levasseur who said
Yeah.
that. And I think maybe like the priest at his, station house at his precinct said that. So do you talk to God? You pray?
So I find that I do spend a lot of time talking to myself, but what I find is that when I am not talking to myself, I feel like that is when I am able to feel the most in touch with some other presence that's going on. And so for me, the more I can sort of quiet the noise and quiet the talking to myself in my head, that's when I feel like that I'm able to really tap into whatever is going on around us.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Quiet the noise and hear him, feel him.
Mhm.
Um, okay. Is it true? Because you can't read it, you can't believe everything you read on the internet. Is it true you were trying out for Big Brother 3
Yes,
and
Julie.
did
You
what
know,
happened?
and really to go all the way back to my origins with reality TV, I loved Big Brother 2, and of course, I've been with the show since the beginning. And so, congratulations on 25 amazing years of Big Brother. But I watched Dr. Will Kirby, who was my hero, and I said, you know what? He's shown me how you could have so much fun, and I made a tape. And my original tape that I made was actually a dub of you talking to me after I had won Big Brother 3. And my sister was a voiceover for you. And we just had like a still picture of you, and the lips were kind of moving. And I was talking about all these great things that I did, and you were my sister voicing you was saying like, I don't remember that. I was like, oh, I guess they must not have shown it. But I got very far into the application process for Big Brother 3. They didn't take me, and then I ended up on Survivor.
That yeah, because I guess the casting agent remembered you from that and put you on
Yes,
Survivor, which you made it to like the final 3, right?
yes, yes.
Was Survivor what you had expected it to be? Were you already a fan of that show?
I was a fan of all of the shows, but I was scared to go do Survivor. And I thought that, okay, well, Big Brother, I had just gotten out of college, and I felt like, okay, if you're just living in a house and talking to people and not going anywhere all day, that's my dream. And so I really wanted to be a part of Big Brother. And I've loved both shows since the beginning, but I was never an outdoors person. So I was very scared of going to Survivor, but it worked out okay.
And then you did it back who they asked you back the next season.
Yes, I went back and I did Survivor All Stars right after that, 1 year later.
What were you studying in college? What did you think you wanted to go out into the world and do career-wise?
I studied communications in college, and so I really had hoped that I was going to be able to get a job working in entertainment and doing something really fun and getting to do all these cool things. And that was not what I was doing when I got out of college. I was working in an insurance office. And so I really looked at, okay, if I could go on one of these shows, maybe that would open a door for me. And it was really just the first of what I can only say was a like miraculously fortuitous event in my life, which led me to where I've ultimately gotten to today.
Would you ever do Survivor again?
I would. I think that it would be sort of harder as I've gotten to a later station in life, but I feel like that I take it seriously, but I also don't take it too seriously. Where I feel like that to as I've experienced, as never having won any of these shows, that there is fun. It is a game. You're going to go play, and at the end of the day, if it doesn't work out, really, this is not tragedy to ever not do well on reality TV. People are suffering with real problems, and so this is all just fun that we get to have.
Any interest in still doing Big Brother?
Well, you know what, Julie? I have to say, if this is an invitation, I could never say no. But I do feel like that as a 24-year-old person, the prospect of 100 days on the live feeds was a dream come true. In this stage of my life, a little less exciting. I'd like to go to bed earlier than to stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning. But I mean, it would be a very difficult opportunity to say no to.
All right, let's talk about your experience on the Traitors. How
Sure.
was it?
I had the best time. It really was an amazing opportunity that came up, and I was so thrilled to go get the chance to go do it. And I got to be there with some Big Brother legends and Ian Terry and Tiffany Mitchell, which I was so excited to be as a lifelong Big Brother fan. And I got the chance to, I've known Ian for a long time, but I got to meet Tiffany in the castle. And it was just such a wonderful experience, a little too short for my liking, but I took so much out of my experience, and it really has been so rewarding as something that I've gone through, and I've gotten so much support after my episodes have aired.
You're a podcaster. You have your own podcast called Rob Has a Podcast,
Yes.
where you break down and analyze reality shows, Survivor, Big Brother, Amazing Race. All right, break down Big Brother for me. In your opinion,
Yes.
best seasons and best winners to
Okay.
deserve.
Well, okay. So I will always love Dr. Will Kirby. I think that he's a little messy. He's not as like it doesn't play as clean of a game as a Dan or a Derek, but and I know you recently had said that that was also, I think, I don't want to misquote you, but your favorite winner, because he just had the ability to, when he was having fun, we were having fun also. The game is, it's really, it's on television. It's supposed to be entertaining. And I think that Dr. Will always understood that. There's been so many great seasons, but I have to say that this last season that you just had, I thought that this was such uh, a throwback season of Big Brother 27, where that sometimes I feel like that it can reach a point in the season where, okay, it's a foregone conclusion. We know what's going to happen. We're just going through the motions in the third month of the season. Big Brother 27 never stopped. What a roller coaster ride it was all season long. And I really think that Big Brother 27 was one of the best seasons in modern times for sure.
Who would have thought that Ashley would have won it? I don't even think she would have suspected.
Yeah, well, listen, I think that Ashley certainly had a plan the whole way through, and she never took her eyes off the prize. But just at the same time, all of the drama with Vince and Morgan, also that never stopped, and that always took so many different twists and turns, and that opened the door for Ashley to come in and execute on a plan that she had been working out. So it really was a beautiful reality TV story where it looked like that Morgan really had it, but then Ashley, the true underdog, was able to come from behind in such great fashion. It had such a great final jury speech that
Yeah.
it was just such a fun ride all summer long.
Her lawyer skills definitely came in handy, and you saw them, and she definitely earned it with that.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely. She really did an incredible job, and she was able to really play on people's expectations of her all season long, where people didn't think she was that serious of a threat, and she learned a lot from Rachel, also, who was a great mentor to her. So it really turned out to be just a wonderful season, and I can't take away from everything that Rachel brought to the season. I love that you brought her back in that role, and she really delivered too.
who's the best player to never have won this game?
Yeah, that's a really good question because I've spent time with Tiffany Mitchell recently, and I think that she's definitely worthy of consideration. But my I have to say, my heart will always belong to Danielle Reyes, who recently just did the Traitors last season and did a great job on that show. But she was such an inspiration to me, and she's also been a person that I've gotten to meet and is a wonderful human being. And so I'll never forget watching the season that I could have been on, but I watched the live feeds and everything with Danielle and Jason and Marcellus and everybody in Big Brother 3. That's just iconic Big Brother to me.
She really should have won that season, and it is because of that season and her amazing, honest diary
Yeah,
room sessions why we had to start
of course.
sequestering the jury,
Yeah.
because it's your diary room moment. You're supposed to be able to say anything and tell the truth and tell the camera and tell us, the viewers, what what's really going on
Yeah.
and what you're scheming, and that bit her.
And nothing against Lisa, but Danielle she was so real and we had such a connection to her. And, it really was so sad that she didn't get to win. And she's a great player. And I'm happy to see that she's gotten her flowers many times over from the Big Brother community.
Paul made it to the final two
Yep.
twice. What do you make of him as a Big Brother house guest and player?
Paul had such an interesting journey where in Big Brother 17, he was sort of the fan favorite underdog who, him and Victor, that they were so electric and I really loved to watch them. But then it was one of these things where you either go out a hero or you last long enough to become the villain. And he came back and he dominated Big Brother 18 in such a way that it became one of those times in Big Brother where somebody just has such a stranglehold on the game where it seemed like that nobody else was able to break through, and he did such a great job. He had so many different groups of three that he was working on, and I think that he ends up being like a little bit of a tragic figure, that he ends up going to the finals twice. I think it was a bad idea. He wore the same shirt both times. But
I didn't
Josh,
notice that.
yes, I think he wore the same shirt both finale nights,
The
and
unlucky shirt.
an unlucky shirt. But Josh did a great job of then. I mean, and Josh had a great read of the jury, because I remember I was there in the backyard that night to do the interviews, and I remember everybody, when Josh took Paul to the end, everyone's like, "You blew it. What are you doing? Take Christmas." And but sure enough, he had a great read on the jury, and he got to be the underdog there, who was able to take out the person who everybody was like, "No, you lied to us, Paul. You told us you were working with us." So it was a great, a bit of bad jury management on the part of Paul, and a great run by Josh at the end.
We have just about a minute left. Thoughts on Janelle?
I mean, Janelle, of course, the veto queen, and somebody who is such an iconic part of Big Brother history, and of course, a part of the Traitors legacy also now. And so, she, I'll never forget, watching her in Big Brother 6 and all of the fun that she had, and really what a underdog story that her and Kaser and Howie ended up being in that season. So, another just legend of the old school Big Brother.
Big Brother, Celebrity Big Brother, cast it for me. Who's your dream cast?
Oh wow. Okay. I would love for you to all bring it back. I think that a lot of the people from, I know there's some great celebrities, but I think that people with a reality TV background, I think that it would be great to have other people who are used to playing reality TV games come in and play Big Brother for a couple of weeks. And I'll also throw another vote on to bring back legends or all-stars in 2-3 weeks in that time slot. People would do it, Julie.
I know. Especially they're older now and they have families. They would do it if it was like a celebrity calendar of 3
Yeah.
weeks.
We were blessed to get Rachel this summer, but I think that a lot of the Big Brother legends, I think if it was a shorter commitment, I think that they would be up for it.
Final 30 seconds, Rob. What do you want to promote? What's next for you? What's going on?
Of course, check out all of our reality TV coverage. We're like the ESPN of reality TV over on Rob as a Podcast. We're talking about all of these shows. And of course, that the fans love our coverage of Big Brother, where Taryn Armstrong recaps all of the live feeds. Julie, listen, that if you need a concise recap of the live feeds, I know you're watching, but if you ever miss a day, Taryn's got you covered on RHAP.
Rob Cesternino, Godspeed. Thank you.
Thank you, Julie.